Hi everyone, this is Nikki Rowland and today I am guest designing for Bramble Fox. I've got some of the fabulous Jubilee themed items, so I'm going to make a nice, pretty quick layout actually for me using those items and some other bits and pieces as well. So I have a flag. This flag came from our recent Go Go Getaway retreat that happened to take place over the Jubilee weekend. So of course we had to have lots of Jubilee themed items, and that's where my photos are from too. We had the Queen came to visit us at Go Go, of course. So so we have some fabulous photos with her. She was a real sport. Anyway, so I have these flags. They were on the table, so I grabbed one before I left and figured that I could use that on a layout. So I have put it onto a sheet of white cardstock for my background, and I've drawn around it. And then I'm just using the Distress Oxides and ink blending tools to extend the colour of the stripes on the flag a little bit further out, so just to create kind of like a glow around the outside of the flag. Now of course there are white parts and I don't have a white ink, it wouldn't show up on a white cardstock background anyway, so I'm just leaving some gaps. However, some of them do kind of close up and they end up being almost non-existent gaps, but I'm good with it. I'm kind of just going with it and seeing what it looks like and not worrying too much about it. So you can see exactly what I'm doing there. I'm just moving the flag out of the way and then applying my ink where I want to put it. So there we go. I'm pretty much all the way around. Did you know that there is a way up for the Union Jack flag? I did not know this, but I had a little panic that my stripes were the wrong way up. It's something to do with the diagonal lines. So basically every day is a school day because I had no idea there was a right way around for a Union Jack flag. I just thought it was kind of symmetrical. I hadn't ever really realised that it wasn't. Anyway, so if you didn't know that, I'm glad to have passed that knowledge along. Alternatively, you're probably sat there watching this saying, Nikki, how did you not know that? But like I said, every day is a school day, right? So I was 39 when I learned that fact. So anyway, I'm very pleased that I did manage to stick it around the right way. So I have distressed the edges of my flag and folded them up a little bit too, and just going to now stick that in place. So it's just like it's quite a nice thick quality paper for that flag actually, so I'm just going to stick it down with regular tape. I think it will be fine. It's not like it's glossy or anything like that. It's good quality. It's not going to rip or anything. So yeah, anyway, I am just trying to figure out where everything's going to go, and then I can get my flag stuck down. So there we go, that is now stuck in place, and I'm going to I can now start doing everything else. But one thing I do want to do is add some white paint. So I love my white paint shakers. Lots of people ask me what I use. I got the idea first from Lisa Fonseca, who tells me that she got the idea from someone else. Basically, we all share ideas as scrapbookers, don't we? My one that I use is a Liquitex acrylic marker, and it has a wide nib, and it works really well because you can shake it, and nice, lovely splatters come out like that. So now I've got to this point where I've got wet paint all over my flag, and I can't do anything. I have to wait for it to dry. That's the only problem. And now you can see that I'm having a conversation with the people around me about what way up the flag goes, because I'm now having a panic that it's run the wrong way. Anyway, fast forward an hour or so, and my paint is dry, and my photos are backed with paper. And I'm going to stick on my Keep Calm and Carry On title, which is fabulous. I just love it. And then I'm going to then just embellish around the photos as well. So the paper collection I'm using, well, I have two. I have the, so what do I have? Two Simple Stories ones. So one from this year and one from last year. And ultimately they're 4th of July themed. So one I think is called Fireworks and Freedom. That was last year's one, and the one that I'm using the stickers from. And then the paper that I used was this year's one, which was called America the Beautiful. So yeah, two different paper collections there. Mostly using the stickers from the one from last year, just because the colours are slightly better. The one from this year is slightly creamier, whereas I prefer stark white, especially with my white flag. Yeah, using those. I say most of it's America 4th of July themed, but obviously I'm having to carefully pick out what works and what doesn't, because this is not a 4th of July themed layout, it's a Jubilee themed layout. So I've got my little stamp as well, also from the Bramble Fox Jubilee collection. So the First Class stamp in red frosted with the Queen's head on. How fabulous is that? So I've got that is perfect in the middle of my 2 photos, and then I'm just adding to that area with some additional stickers. And so I love my title. I love the royal blue colour, and the crown on top, and the Keep Calm and Carry On, which is so iconic, isn't it? Like stacked, and we use it for so many things. But original Keep Calm and Carry On. So yeah, just adding stickers. So we used, we had lovely strawberry cream tea one of the days at GoGo. So I've put strawberries on there, I've got flowers on there, I've got bunting on there, we had bunting up, we had a photo booth, we had, you see those at the bottom of the 2 photos, I have a pair of sunglasses in star shaped. Well, we had sunglasses, not in the star shape, but we had, photo booth props, because we had a great photo booth set up, say with the Queen, and I've added a few hearts at the top above the photo, and then over on the right hand side I'm now just adding in some label stickers. Now again, I had to be very careful about which ones I chose from the sticker sheet, because so much of it was about like freedom and 4th of July and fireworks, and obviously that doesn't apply to this layout, but obviously the colours are absolutely ideal and perfect. So I've got my 3 at the top on the right that say Celebrate, Spectacular and Red, White and Cute, and then at the bottom I've added a white one that says Water Blast. I'm now just adding in some sequins. I've got a collection or a set by Spiegelmum Scratch. I think it's a Valentine's collection, but it has lovely red hearts and black and white little polka dot sequins, so they're perfect. I didn't have a red, white and blue set, but they were pretty good. They definitely add a lovely accent to the layout, so I'm just going to glue those down now with a little bit of glossy accents, make sure they don't go anywhere. I tend to move my sequins out of the way with a paper piercing tool and then add some glue and then pop them back into position. So yeah, and yeah, that's me pretty much done. Just a little shake test there to make sure that none were still loose. And then I'm going to finish it off by adding a few more white paint splatters. Now the ones I did initially were quite big, so I wanted some smaller ones. So I've just gone around the embellishments on the left and at the bottom, and then over the flag in the background as well. And that is me done. So there you go. There is my completed Keep Calm and Carry On layout. I love the themed perspectives by Bramble Fox. They're so awesome. It's British. You don't even need paper collections to work with these. You can just pick out those 3 colours and all is good. So thank you very much to Morag for having me guest design today. I really enjoyed working with the products. That was Nikki Rowland for Bramble Fox.